Big Apple says goodbye to big gulps, and foie gras is now contraband in California. The 5 foods that should be illegal. That's today's BFD.
Brain Food Daily.
I'm Dani. Welcome to Brain Food Daily. Last month, New York City's Board of Health voted to ban sodas over 16 ounces from being sold in restaurants, theaters, and street carts. So you can buy a hot dog shot up with sodium nitrate, but you can only wash it down with a small soda. Obesity? Solved. Sorry, Health Board. We know you mean well, but it's way too late to save our bodies. The planet, however, is a different story. We eat foods all the time that are fine health-wise, but when it comes to the environment, they're anything but. We've put together a list of the 5 foods that make Mother Nature a little sick to her stomach.
Number 5.
In the number 5 spot, genetically modified crops. 2 big problems on this one. Crops are modified to resist weeds, which seems like an okay idea. The problem is that the crops can crossbreed with weeds, creating invincible, unkillable superweeds. And not the good kind that sells for $200 a quarter. Second, until recently, we weren't sure how the pollen of these crops treated insects. Turns out they're like a giant industrial-sized can of Raid. Suck it, butterflies.
Number 4.
Farmed shrimp from Thailand. I know, bummer. Who doesn't like a nice pad thai with shrimp? But in becoming the leading shrimp supplier to the US, Thailand has destroyed 30% of their mangrove forest, crucial to their ecosystem. The boom in shrimp farming has ravaged the coastal environment, and now shrimp farmers have started to invade their national parks in search of new farming areas.
Number 3.
Number 3 is palm oil, a cheap alternative to trans fats. The demand has set off a new oil boom in Southeast Asia, where companies like Burger King have moved in and deforested large parts of Malaysia and Indonesia. Dang, Whopper, you got any more bummers to throw our way? As a matter of fact, yes.
Number 2.
Number 2 is factory farm cattle. Imagine if you took a jam-packed New York subway car and force-fed everyone ice cream and steroids until they died. If the package doesn't say otherwise, the beef you're eating came from a cow that spent its life standing around in its own poop. This is why we have E. coli outbreaks and new antibiotic-resistant superbugs. This is why we have estrogen in our water and why now everyone has a third nipple. Everyone has a third nipple, right?
Number 1.
Number 1 is coffee bean child slaves. The Ivory Coast produces more than 40% of the world's cocoa beans. It is also common practice there to use child slave laborers to work the cocoa farms. Colombia and Guatemala, 2 leading exporters of coffee to the US, also employ forced child labor. Child labor aside, even adult coffee pickers are exploited. On average, coffee pickers are paid $2 to $3 a day, and many bring their children along just to meet their quota. Sorry, kid. We know slavery sucks, but we had to ban large sodas first. Priorities. A giant latte or a chocolate bar can be a guilty pleasure. But you can drop that guilt when you buy coffee and chocolate that's fair trade certified. So look for the Fair Trade International symbol. It means that workers are paid decent wages, free from abuse and exploitation, and are not children. Learn more at fairtrade.net. Remember, you are what you eat. So don't be a genetically modified, slave-owning, factory-farmed shrimp covered in palm oil. Deal? For BFD, I'm Dani Knights. Click that button below to subscribe, and I'll see you soon.